Meet the Duprees. They're the ones that run things behind the gates of their private community. The core four of the family are Father Vernon, his wife Anita, and their two daughters, Nicole and Danny. Let's start with Nicole, or Dr. Nicole to you, whose life seems to be so perfect. She and her husband Ted, who's also a doctor, has three children, Martin and Catherine, and also Ted's nephew Andre, whom they've raised. Oh, but then there's Danny, who married Bill, and they had two daughters, Naomi and Chelsea. And after 30 years, their daughter Naomi moved her best friend Haley into the house, and she stole her man. And now they're getting married, and Danny's not happy about none of that. But how could she be? Listen, Dupree family, you've got our attention, and we're back again today to get the tea, and I'm here to pour it. Because we all want to know what happened today beyond the gates. Hey y'all, it's Monday again, one day closer to the weekend. Remember, that's the way we like to look at it, right? I do hope everybody's feeling good today. Go on and take you a break and come gossip with us about these Duprees. Because, honey, they delivered a little bit of tea today, just a little bit, just a little bit. You all know, first of all, I got a new mic, so I hope that's sounding okay. I'm not sure exactly how much it's picking up and all of that, but after today's broadcast, I'll go back and listen to it and see what I think I need to tweak. Anyway, thank you all so much for joining me again today because, as always, I appreciate y'all so much because what I'm going to do without y'all, except sit over here and talk to myself, right? Listen, that news this weekend about the replacement of Ted, baby, that's been burning up the intranet. You understand me? Um, Here is the replacement for Ted. I don't forgot his name. I know it's Keith. Is it Keith Robinson? I think his name is. And so he'll be replacing Ted. And baby, the people are not happy. They are not happy. They not happy. They're not happy. I mean, I was used to looking at Ted. I mean, look at Ted. We didn't even get a chance to get Ted to this point where we got a chance to see him in a wife beater like that. At least that's what they call those shirts. We didn't even get a chance to see him in one of these here kind of t-shirts on the show or nothing. But y'all know what? Y'all know I'm suspicious. So okay, look, I'm gonna share with y'all what I think. I don't know why I think this, but y'all have made me so suspicious. But listen, see this girl right here. Now I've been following her on IG for a while. And on her page, she does like fashions and stuff like that. And I done took a couple of them outfits that she done put on and recreated them for myself. Okay. But listen, one of the things that she had on her page a while back was a little thing that said how I feel when my man has a kissing scene, right? And so I'm thinking, is that the reason why Ted is leaving? Now, it may not be. This just me being suspicious. I'm just suspicious. You know what I'm saying? But I just wondered if she couldn't deal with, because look, y'all know y'all was giving Ted all kinds of smoke about how good he looked and stuff. And maybe she ain't like all that, not every day. It's something when she has to deal with it every now and then when he gets a movie. But every day, honey, oh no, she probably was not here to check for all of that. Y'all all over her man drooling and whatnot. So now we got the new Ted, okay? And he looks like a young child to me, but because as I say, I'm a woman of a particular age. And this ain't my kind. Even though the other one was probably, I mean, but he looked a little older. You know what I'm saying? But now, but we're gonna have to give him a chance. The one thing I would like to vote for, like I said, is for this here. Y'all see LeMan Rucker? Huh? Do y'all see him? He played that sheriff up in Why Did I Get Married? 1 and 2. Now, if we ever start talking about bringing somebody new on, or if y'all ever get a hankering to replace Bill, and we love us some Bill, please give us LeMan. Because look here, look, look what I'm about to put up here. Look. Baby, that's what he's looking like now with that salt and pepper. I know I ain't the only one tweaking. I know I ain't. Y'all see him. You see it. You see it. Okay. All right. Look here. We ain't over here. Oh, I hope these pages ain't as loud as they sound in my earpiece. Look, we ain't over here to just talk about all that. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna get on to what we over here for. Welcome to the broadcast. I know y'all ready. For who brought I know y'all ready. What I want to tell y'all though is though now when they do replace this man, we do have to have a going away party for him and a get ready for the new person party. So all I want to know is what y'all bringing. I'm bringing the tea, okay? But what y'all gonna bring to the goodbye party? All right, y'all think about that. Get that together. Let me check out these comments before we get rolling. Okay, y'all just been chatting up a storm down here. Tony Lynn, hey Tony, says, hello everyone. I remember on Friday's chat you wanted a nickname for our club in here. How about the Gatekeepers? I like that. What y'all think about it? Y'all vote on that. We can call ourselves the Gatekeepers over here. So let's see if that's what y'all want to do, because I like it. I like it, Tony. Miss B says, hello everybody. Hi, Miss Jen. Hey, Miss B. That was me commenting back to Tony. Tony says, thanks very much. So what you think? Blatant Truth. Hey, Blatant says, hey all. Y'all say hey to Blatant. Tony says, Mike sounds great. Mega thanks. Okay, great, great. Because it costs enough. Okay. But I can't adjust the volume. So that's what, but it says it self adjusts. But I think if I get another interface type thing, then probably I can adjust it or if I use a laptop. Linda says, hey, ladies. Hey, cuz. Hey, cuz. Linda says the gatekeeper sounds good to her. Tony says, thanks very much, Linda. Elaine says, hey, BTGers. Hey. She liked that name too. Hey, Elaine, Elaine came and hung out with us on Friday, honey, and she represented for all y'all. So the next time we do a live, y'all better come on through because Elaine was doing her thing, honey. She was. Elaine says, I'm sorry I did not read the chat yet, but I like the gatekeepers also. Okay, so Tony, hey, gatekeepers is what we may have to be. All right, y'all, let me get to it. Let me scroll up here and get to these pictures because woo child, this is like an all-day job. I'm gonna tell y'all. This is like this thing here doing this broadcast, which I like it, but it really is like an all-day job. So don't y'all be shy. If y'all ever want to, throw a little thank you by way of a super chat or a super sticker or something like that, a sister would be very, very, very appreciative, but no pressure. No pressure. I know payday on Friday. Okay. All right, y'all, let's get to it. So Naomi and Jacob meet up for lunch. She brings him lunch to the job, right? And so she sits down and she's talking to Jacob and she's like, I'm trying to make up my mind what I'm going to do about this case. And he says, well, the firm got something to hide and it may need to come to light, sidebar. Mr. Do Right Jacob gonna tell her to go on and do it because that's why she asking him. That's what I think. I think that's why she asked him because she wants somebody to give her a go on, girl, do that thing, sue your daddy, girl. And Jacob will definitely tell her that because Jacob he's a do right all day. He's a do right. Okay, that's one thing we know. Jacob gonna do the right thing until they write him something wrong to do in the script. But we gotta wait and see. When Naomi is worried about all of the press that it's going to bring, so she goes and she stops by to it. Was she telling him that? Okay, well, she's worried about the press and all of that, and the women not getting justice. Yeah, she was telling Jacob that. She's, I really want these women to get justice, and I just don't know what to do. Girl, you know what to do. You want this case bad. You want it bad. You want it real bad. We can tell. Because every time you talk about it, girl, you sit over there half grinning. You want to sue your dad to get back at your daddy for getting with your best friend, girl, when you bought in the house. Girl, don't you play in our face, girl. We already know. Okay, so Jacob meets. Wait a minute. I don't want to. I'm gonna skip over something, but I'm just going to go and throw it in here because Jacob's daddy earlier. When we come back to this earlier, Jacob's daddy earlier had gone and sat down and talked to Anita Dupree. But let's get on to this now. But Jacob fine daddy, because y'all know I think Jacob daddy fine, right? So Jacob daddy comes and talks to him about his partner Marcel because Jacob feels like he just ain't a good cop, and he's telling his daddy all about it. Lord. Okay. He said he ain't even do nothing yesterday when we saw this guy named Joey getting all this cash. He ain't even do nothing, daddy. Jacob, 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 Jacob. cop work might not be for you. Being a cop may not be for you. Okay. And your daddy need to tell you to go and find you something else to do. Because we all know from watching Training Day that cops that snitch on other cops, it's not going to end well. Okay. Naomi gonna mess around here and get her another husband on the show because you gonna mess around here and see too much and talk about too much, sir. Dry snitching and can on. You gonna have to get it together. Okay. But his dad tells him, he says, you need to slow down. Marcel has experience and he knows what to pursue and what to let grow before attacking it. Jacob's so doggone eager. He going to slow down, deputy dog. You're doing too much. Okay. So Jacob dad sees Martell later on at the precinct, right? So he sits down and he's talking to him and they're talking over the old days and stuff like that. And he tells Jacob, he says, don't have, he tells him, don't have Jacob asking too many questions. Now, is that what he said? Let me see if I'm reading this right. They talk over the old days and tells him, don't have Jacob asking. Okay. In other words, he was telling him, he said, my son is a do-gooder. Like he was just telling him that. My son is a do-gooder. But no matter what, you better not have my son. Nothing better not happen to him. Because if that happens, then you're going to have to see me. And you won't have to wait long to see me. See, that daddy is not what Jacob think he is. Your daddy is an old school cop. Because they were sitting over there, child, lean in. They were sitting over there talking about how they used to skim off the top, off the streets. And if you know anybody that, well, I don't want to, let me think about it before I say it. Hold on. Well, I had heard, not me, that sometimes out here on these streets, people do be getting a little extra from the people that they be shaking down. At least that's my understanding of it, okay? So then later on, Marcel is on the phone calling the casino owner to tell him not to be out here getting seen on surveillance with the rookie, passing cash. And Joey told him, he said, that's what I pay you for. Okay? So don't call me worrying me with all that. Handle your job. I done paid you for your services, sir. Let me check y'all comments. Tony says, thanks a lot, Elaine. I love BTGers too. I like them both. We may have to switch back and forth, y'all. Blatant Truth says, yes, Lord, to Jacob. Ain't it fine? Girl, ain't it fine? Ain't it fine? The more I think about it, I think he was in that movie with Chris Tucker when they was in outer space with Bruce Willis. I think that's him because I thought he was cute then. He was cute then and cute now. It just dawned upon me. Elaine says, I think Jacob daddy needs to sniff around Danny and Nicole. I like him a lot. Girl, but he married. See, that's some most stuff that they dropped today. He married. They gave his wife name. They talked about his other son. And listen to this, too. So his wife, I think her name is Darlene, his wife works as a 911 dispatcher. And I think they mentioned that because it's gonna come in handy later. Y'all better remember that. Just put a little earmark by it. That's what I think. All right, so then they moved over to Doug and Vanessa. Y'all know Vanessa always gonna do what Vanessa do. And what do Vanessa do in these streets? I wish she do. But her and her husband Doug are sitting down talking at the cafe thing. Today was a big day for the cafe. Everybody was hanging at the cafe, just a little taste today. But they're sitting down talking, and he gets a call. Or he's getting calls, and he keeps telling her, oh, Lord, they calling me about these surgeries and things. And it wasn't nobody but Randy telling him to get over there and come gamble. He come to the casino. But she think it's a woman. It is a woman, girl. His woman name is Gambelina. That's his girlfriend name. Gambelina, girl. So he got up and he left, but he forgot his ID. Oop. And in walks Joey. Joey, the casino owner, the one that's got Doug on the line for down there gambling and can on. He done walked up in here bold as daylight to talk to Vanessa. He shakes her hand, he sits down, he says, I was interested in your special services. Child, wait a minute. Now, y'all know what a special services is. Is that what he did for? Did he hear that? Did he hear that? No. What he heard about was that she sells houses. And he says, what I want to do is buy my mom a house in her golden age. in her golden years. And Doug doubled back because he left that ID up in there, right? So when Doug come back in there, he like, whoop, 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 whoop. What's going on up in here? Because he nervous, like, why is Joey at this table with my wife? Mm, mm. Well, Doug walks up and Vanessa introduces him, and she said that, he's buying a house for his mom, and Doug is looking at him and they looking at each other like, what? Hmm? What? Hmm? What? Hmm? But ain't nobody say nothing. They shook hands and made nice like they ain't know each other. But baby, they was staring each other down like, I know you lying. I know you lying. Ooh, child. Doug, this is not good, child. This is not good at all. Okay? Because Joy is a gangster type and it's about to be on and popping. Okay? But then did this, right? Joey was being a little flirty with Vanessa, so maybe he did hear about her. I think she got a reputation all behind the gate. Everybody like, Vanessa, right? Okay, so they being a little bit flirty, right? And he gets up to leave, and just as he gets up to leave, bam! Here come the trainer. Here come that trainer, Diego. Diego standing back there looking and giving her the hard eye, like, what's going on? Diego, this is not your woman, honey. This is not your woman. Let me say that different. This is not just your woman, okay? Vanessa belongs to these streets, okay? So ain't no need you catching feelings and getting all upset about what she doing, who she talking to. That's her business, sir, young man. Don't get caught up. Diego tells Vanessa, Vanessa tells Diego that the guy is a client. He's like, calm down. It's a client. But he like, no, something else is going on. And she ended up virtually telling him it's really none of your business because that's above his pay grade. Okay. You are the trainer, sir. You are the trainer. You are not Doug or any of the other people. You are a trainer down to the country club. You want to know your position and play it well, but this ain't it to be popping up at the down to this cafe thing. Don't do that. She don't like that. Mm-mm. Well, Doug and Randy end up meeting up down to the hospital. I think I missed that picture. Yeah, I missed that picture. Doug and Randy end up meeting down to the hospital. And Randy is like, listen, I need you to come on down here and get on back down to this casino. See, Doug, Randy ain't your friend, Doug. He is not your friend. Because a good friend would be telling you stay out from around down there. And I would tell you what Joey got planned, but you better not repeat what I had said. Okay, but that's not your friend. He down there to the hospital trying to maybe, perhaps, finally take care of some business down to the hospital, and here Randy coming down there tempting him like the devil. What's wrong with you? But Doug goes on back down to the casino, right? And he's having a winning streak. See that happy look on his face? Ooh, Doug's so happy right now, he don't know what to do. And so Joey's standing back there, and he's like, and Randy said, well, what you gonna do? He's like, nothing. Nothing. Let him have a big winning day because he'll be back tomorrow to mess it up and lose it. He's like, because one thing we know is that we cannot let him do too much winning because then he'll mess around and pay me off and then he won't owe me anymore. See, that's why I'm telling y'all, let people give you stuff all the time ain't the answer. Remember when Bill at the beginning, Bill be doing favors. People be doing you favors so that they can hold it over your head forever. Sometimes them favors ain't worth it. Sometimes you gotta let it go. And Doug, this gonna cost you big. I don't know what's gonna happen, but it's gonna cost you. It's gonna cost you. But I wonder why he say because he keeps saying he owes me. I wonder if Doug botched up a surgery of somebody he loved or something. We're gonna have to wait and find out. Diego and Vanessa, meanwhile, are down to the club, locking lips like they do. But here's the thing. Why did they kind of zero in on this picture that's on the wall that they're in front of? Because everything means something in television. So why did they zero in on that man picture? Who is that? I want to know because I'm nosy and y'all is too. I ain't by myself. That's why y'all in here now trying to get the tea on what's going on. Tony Lynn says the actor who plays Joey knows how to play evil characters, as his character on General Hospital was a psychotic killer, and Joey on The Gates is a Al Capone. Okay. Certain words we can't say on YouTube, so I just skip over it. But okay. Yeah, he does give that vibe, I'm telling you. Because like I said, I'm in the entertainment field. I see these people sometime and he plays that role well. Because they have a heavy presence about them. You know who they are without them saying a word. Trust and believe. Joey does have chemistry with Vanessa. Yeah, he does, though, don't he, Elaine? I was thinking the same thing. I was like, she might go for refined and and especially get like attracted to his danger. I don't know why y'all be liking danger so much. Why y'all be liking bad boys so much? That be y'all, they don't be me. I don't like no square guy either though. But why y'all be liking these bad boys and things? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Linda said Vanessa's new boo will be Joy. I think so too. That's what I thought. Because when he was shaking her hand, she was looking like, I hear the angels singing. Ooh. I'm like, girl, you gonna hear more than that. You mess with Joy, because Joy gonna pop you in the eye. Then you going to come home and explain to your surgeon husband how you got a black eye, girl. You better leave Joy alone. Joy ain't to be played with like that. Child, let me get over to this Eva and Cat. Because that story was storying a little bit today. Because Tomas. Oh, child, that Tomas, I'm just trying to tell you. That Tomas, I don't know about that Tomas. Eva and Kat are down to the club / country club gym talking. And listen, sidebar. I want to be a member down to this club. They got everything down there. They got tables for your purses. They got a good place to eat. They got workout facility. They got banquet hall. I want to hang down there. How much y'all think it costs to get behind the gate and do that? Can we all get together, put $25 on it, and well, maybe $10 on it, and see if I can get a membership so I can go in there and see what's going on? Y'all let me know. Okay, but anyway, please like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Go on and make the commitment and come on over here. Subscribe to the channel. And please tell a friend. If you got a friend like to gossip about this show, please tell them to come over here and talk with us behind these gates, honey. Okay, so anyway, Kat and Eva are up to the club, right? And they talking. And she's just talking to her like, when you gonna tell your mama? Girl, why you always girl about telling her mama something? She done told y'all ain't got the same mama. Y'all ain't got the same kind of mama. Her mama a little cray. And you see she done pull out that pow down there to the wedding and everything. She got to be careful with her mama. She know her mama is fragile. Danny fragile. She got to handle her with kids' gloves on it. So she says, you should go on and tell her. She's like, and then besides that, you ain't even utilizing what she doing for you for modeling to push forth the purse business that we trying to start. She's like, yeah, I know. She's like, yeah, but I want to know why. That's the whole reason why I took that trip. Oh, is that why you took that trip, Kat? Because we want to know where you went, girl. Because you ain't said nothing about where you went, girl. We want to know where you went. Where you went, Kat? Where was you, Kat? Where you go, girl? Because all you keep saying is you took a trip. We don't know what you did yet. And we are behind the gate. The wait a minute. What's our name gonna be? The gatekeeper. We the gatekeepers want to know why and where you went, Kat. Because you just keep saying you went. We know you went. But what you do and where you go, girl, please report back and let us know. Thank you. Listen, y'all. While Kat and Chelsea talking, hold on, let me do this first. Hold on, let me do this first. Hold on, let me do this first, cause baby, while Kat and Chelsea sitting down there talking, Tomas is over there talking to Eva down to the hospital. And baby, when Eva spotted him, Eva acted like she was Fred Sanford about to have a heart attack. Oh, I'm coming to see you, honey. And he was like, ooh, whoa, what's going on? What's going on? She was faking pain all over the place. And Tomas was flirting, honey. Tomas was flirting hard. Okay. She asked him about Kat, and he said, we just keeping it casual. She was like, really? He said, yeah. He said, and she said, I thought that was your girl. He said, I don't know what we are. Kat. Listen, girl. Tomas said he don't know what y'all are. And when somebody start talking like that, you're not his girlfriend. And I know you're thinking that you keeping the special sneaky snack away from him, but Eve over there throwing it hard and heavy, girl. So I don't know. Girl. I don't know. Well, Kat told Chelsea back at the club, she's like, you need to practice on what you're gonna say to your mama. She says, because she says, listen, though, my mama working hard on this business and she doing pretty good at what she doing now. She says, well, that's true, but we need to be concentrating on this purse business. It's going to help build up this clothing line that we're trying to do. But Chelsea don't want to hurt her mama, which is sweet. That's really sweet. But y'all, back to Eva and Tomas, though, right? Tomas is down there flirting hard. I mean, what? Okay. And he's giving her the sweet eye and everything. Then she asked him, she said, maybe I better get your card in case I want to sue somebody for this pain I just went through over here. I could hurt myself. She just flirting. I ain't flirted with nobody like that in a long time. You know what? I might get out here and do some flirting this week. Even you are inspiring me, girl. I need to get out here and practice my flirting skills again. Make sure those are still sharp, okay? So Eva and Tomas are talking, and he is interested. In my opinion, this is in my humble opinion. I don't know what y'all thought. What y'all thought about gatekeepers? Do y'all think he's interested? Because I think he is. I think he's for real interested in her. Because Eva's cute. She's a pretty girl. Okay. So she goes throwing up Cat again. But what about Cat? And he says, why you keep on bringing her up? Because you know that's your girlfriend, kind of, sort of, almost about to be. Tomas, stop playing. Okay. And she know it too. Besides, she might not even want you if she think you're not interested in Cat. So I'm just saying, I don't know. So then he said, did Cat tell you something to keep you away from me? See that? See that? See what I'm saying? See, this Tomas ain't no good. Tomas, you's cute, but you ain't no good, sir. You are no good, sir. Cat tells her to tell, so they go back to Cat and what's her name talking. And she says, look, you need to talk to your mom. Just keep building it up to her like, what I'm going to do is build on what you've already taught me because I need to move things into the social media kind of digital world. And by doing this, you'll get your mother to see that the business venture is good. And then you want to sell it to her like, you taught me everything. Anyway, going back to Eva, though. Eva tells Tomas, she says, I don't know if I can be risking everything messing with you. Because after all, Cat's mama is my boss now. And then after that, she walked off. Let me find it. Did I put that picture in? I didn't upload that picture. Ooh, y'all wait, let me look now. Because I thought I uploaded that picture of her walking off. Well, that's okay. That's okay. When you see it, you will identify that when she walked off, it was just...
Yeah.
Yeah, nice meeting you. Hope to see you again real soon.
Oh God, I hope he's not watching me walk away.
All right.
He's watching.
And then she said, when she turned around, she said, Cat is a fortunate girl. Girl, Cat gonna scratch your eyeballs out. You gonna find out why her name is Cat, because she gonna claw you down, girl, when she find out you were talking to that Tomas. She don't want you talking to Tomas. But listen, so right then, right, Cat calls Tomas and wants to know if he's busy. She's like, why are you seem like you're being a little bit distant. And he's like, no, I'm not being distant. Why are you saying I'm being distant? See how he even went from she not my woman to hey, baby. Ooh, child. I just... No, I don't want to go back and be young again. But these older men be trying to play you too like that. You just have to be like, child, please stop playing in my face. I quit school because they had recess. I don't play. But anyway, Tomas goes on over there and he talks to her, right? And he's over there talking to her like, no, no, no. We trying to build up something real. Because I forgot to say that Cat had asked him for a kiss. Girl, you better stop being forward with this man. You trying to be forward on something you ain't even trying to be forward with. So you need to sat down somewhere. Don't get in competition with Eva. Don't do it. Don't trade places with what she been through. Don't trade places with what she been through. Don't do it. Don't do it, girl. But she like him, so I think we just gonna have to wait and see what kind of car wreck it really turns out to be. Cat comes back to the club. They meet back up at the club again with her cousin Chelsea, and she's gushing about Tomas. And Chelsea says, You always have said that you wanted to save yourself until you're married. Maybe you still want to do that, which I think is sweet that she's not trying to lead her to all the way to what she's doing. Because sometimes when people are doing a whole bunch of stuff, they may try to influence you with doing the same because you so goody goody and I'm out here doing everything and everybody. So it nods to the fact that at least she cares about her cousin because she is not encouraging her to be like her. She's like, maybe you don't want to do that. And again, as Oprah said, don't trade, don't do it. Don't trade places for what I've been through. You don't want to sing and have it be that shit. So, I think that was sweet that she was trying to warn her cousin. I really do. So let me scroll back up into these pictures so we can get to this next part. Because, ooh, baby, look at the flirting that's going on. Look at Eva's face. Eva is flirting. He flirting. Kat done took her little self down to the lunch and she flirting. Kissing all on toe miles and whatnot. Girl, you better slow your roll. You ain't ready for this lane. You better slow it down. You ain't ready for all that. Down to the Duprees today, like I said, is Elon. That's his name. I hate that his name is Elon. I won't go any further as to say why, but I do hate that his name is Elon. And this is the last time I'm going to call him that. From now on, he is Jacob Fine Daddy because I don't feel like saying the name Elon. That is it. That is all. Okay. All right, let me get back to this because I'm about to put my personal feelings in it, but I ain't about to call that man Elon. His name is Jacob Fine Daddy, the police chief. He was over there talking to Miss Dupree. Oh, wait, before I go to this, let me check y'all comments. Okay, let me bag up. Okay, Linda says, check the notification bell so you don't miss an episode. Ding! She's right about that. Please do. Elaine says, John Lindstrom is an excellent and veteran actor. Joey. That's Joey's name, John Lindstrom. Tony says, he sure is, Elaine. I love his character, Kevin, on General Hospital, and he played the evil twin, Brother Ryan, at the same time. Oh, he do two characters at one time. Okay, he's two men in one. Eva will be Tomas' new entanglement. Yes, she will be. Yes, she will be. Because in the end of it all, I think that Tomas is a social climber, and that in the end, he's going to be with the girl that he can build a future with, in a sense. Because so he'll see Eva over here, because she ain't going to be good enough. She's not. Unless Ted takes her in as his daughter, then we might, that might be something. Tomas thinks he's Rico Suave and do. Think he's Rico Suave and do. Elaine says, I like Thomas and Kat, but his energy is very play the field. Tomas and Kat, but his energy is very play the field, very much so. He know he fine. And he is a nice looking young man. But child, Elaine says, Eva is making a play for Thomas as well. So like mother, like daughter, I guess. Yeah, she could find herself in the exact same situation that her mother, if that is a mother, has put her in, because as somebody pointed out Friday night, what if Eva was kidnapped and that ain't really her daughter? Child. Because why would we put it past her? She running. You know what? Sidebar. Let me just say this to y'all. Y'all ain't said nothing about Poe Lauren ever since she landed in the hospital. First 2 episodes, and y'all ain't said no more about Lauren. What about Lauren? Huh? Lauren, when she gonna get her job when she come back to work? Huh? Is that what's gonna happen or not? Have they written out? Because we need to know how she gonna get back on the job if Eva got that job. Okay, y'all better stand up for Lauren. That's all I'm saying. Lauren gonna need a job back when she come back. Okay, so anyway, Jacob's fine daddy, the police chief, is over there talking to Anita Dupree. And that's when he talks about his wife is a dispatch person, and that she works for 911, and that his other son, Luke, also works at the department. So we keeping up with stuff. Y'all write that down. And yes, her name is Darlene, and she's a dispatcher. So I wonder what she done heard in the dispatch. What she done heard? Because she done heard it all. Did she make a tape disappear down the 911? Child, y'all so suspicious behind the gate. Calm down. That's y'all, not me. Well, Anita mentions to him while they're talking, she's like, yeah, that was such a fiasco we had to go through with the wedding and everything. And I know Jacob was just doing his job. And he's like, yeah, Jacob is a do-gooder. And so they get on down to the business for what they're there for, which is this charity. I think it's for kids. And she's really excited to put that event together. And then when she mentions, listen, did y'all catch this, right? When she mentions booking a musical act, she's like, we don't have a musical act yet, though. Child, she starts staying off in space for a couple seconds. See, I think Anita wants the stage back. Anita is a overachiever, and I think she feels she ain't achieved enough when it comes down to this singing thing. So yeah, I think she gonna be the musical act, but we gonna see. We shall see. He gets up and he has to leave to go because he got a phone call, so he had to get up and go leave because it was Jacob that he was going to see. Remember earlier we talked about that. So he hugs her and he leaves, and she picks up the phone, and it sounds like to me she's checking in with an assistant or something that she has, and she says, "The police chief just left, and are there any other pressing matters that I need to take care of? Because I like to keep my days filled up." She said that as she's looking over at past awards that she had for singing. See her staring at that thing over there, and she's looking at some awards that she won in the past for singing. See, I really think she misses this. Like she loves her family, but she misses her life as far as using her talents to fill these voids. Like I think that that's what's happening is that as you start to get older, you do start to wonder what those what ifs will start to set in on you. Because she did walk away from it. It sounds like when she was at the height of things going on, and she got enough money to put herself back out there. Girl, come get me if you go, girl. I sang with your child. Come get me, girl. But Naomi comes over to talk to her grandmother, Anita, about the case because she's worried about the family dealing with all of this. She's like, we done went through enough. Daddy puts them through enough. Danny keeps them busy. Okay. So she's like, I don't want to, kick up something that's going to be, too much for the family to deal with or any of that. And her grandmother says, you do have to realize that you are limited in some things when it comes to fighting against Goliath. And your dad is like Goliath. But I do think that you are equipped to handle it. She says, I do think that you're ready to handle it. And I think those women chose you with good reason. She says, but are you ready to show the world what happens when a Dupree woman steps up to bat? She's like, so her grandmother's with it. She's like, girl, handle your business, do your thing, shine, 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 shine. Later on, over tea, Anita talks again about her career and why she gave it up. And she assures Naomi again about her ability to step up to her challenge. She's like, because after all, you got it from me. And they toast to that. Anita seems to really be in deep thought, though, again. Like this singing thing is really starting to, I think, wash itself back up to the top a little bit because that's a big part of who she is, being an entertainer. I mean, she has a wonderful life. She said that her charity work could fill volumes if she just talked about what she's done as far as charities are concerned. But I think she misses the stage. Even though she says she has no regrets, I think maybe she doesn't have regrets, but she has a lot of what ifs for sure. So Anita and her are laughing and talking, and she gets up and starts telling her how, I be listening to Cardi B and Nicki Minaj and all these different people. She's like, I can rap. So she started rapping, and she was up dancing and having a good time, and grabbed Naomi up, and she's like, come on up here, girl, and you rap. But Naomi did not get that entertaining, Jane, honey, because she couldn't even stay, in time with the music. And she's like, yeah, girl, this ain't your ministry. You keep on doing that lawyer thing. I thought it was a cute moment. And on that, they ended out the episode. So today was a little bit light because we got to remember this was really a Thursday episode. Tomorrow is probably going to be smoking hot because that would have been a Friday episode, right? So I don't know if they done messed us up for ending out on a high note or how they going to, fix it where Friday is always slamming. But I think tomorrow we get a Friday episode. Friday content kind of an episode. We shall see because I'm waiting to see. Let me check these comments out once again. Tony says the actress who played Anita Dupree is very wonderful because she sang many times on soap as the world turns and singing lawyer, and I'm sure on Gates she will be singing someday. Yeah, I think that she is going to end up being the entertainment for the fundraiser that's coming up because they kind of struck on that too many times. So I think that she will be. I saw her in some interviews this weekend, and somebody was saying, isn't it nice that Clifton got you on to the show? She's like, no, correction. I am the one that asked for him to be my husband. She's like, don't get it twisted as to who's at the top of this here call sheet. Okay, that would be moi. Okay, this show is built around me. Don't get it twisted. And I think that they're doing a wonderful job. Listen, I thank you guys so much again for tuning in. Don't forget, if you want to do a super sticker or a stupid super chat, send a little, hey girl, we like the job you're doing. Please do so, okay? Because I ain't gonna be mad at you, because it's all gonna go back toward making this production better and better over here. Because we're gonna build slow, and we're gonna build steady over here. And the next thing you know, this is gonna be the spot to try to get in. But my first day is Elaine and Tony and all of y'all, and let me go back, and Blatant Truth and everybody, and why is her name skipping my mind? I can't think of her name right now. It's got numbers in it. All of y'all my day one. So we're gonna hang hard and heavy over here, okay? We will do the live again. Like I said, maybe once or twice a month we'll come live on a Friday night, and have a good little get together behind the gates and talk about, so you guys can have a chance to come up and talk about your feelings about the show. All right, y'all, we're gonna hit these questions before we get out of here, right? Make sure I'm not missing no comments before I go. So here are our questions, right? Is Tomas about to play with these two sisters' time? Is he? Is he about to play them like Lotto? Will Anita be the entertainment for the fundraiser? And will Vernon be all right with that? Because these men behind the gate like to keep their women at home. Is a house all Joey gonna get from Vanessa? Huh? Is that all? Because I don't know. Well, y'all got to tune in next time as we keep on gossiping about these Duprees and all that they got going on beyond the gates. Listen, before we go, Elaine says, I love her on As the World Turns. She was also a part of the mixed race super couple of Jessica and Duncan for a long time. That was really epic for the time on a soap. And yes, Tomas can come to y'all something else. But listen, y'all, we're gonna have to gather again behind these gates because y'all so nosy. And I love it because that's why I'm back here to talk with y'all in the first place, because I'm nosy too about these Duprees. What a good time we get to have and forget about the stuff we got going on in our own worlds for about 30 or 40 minutes until y'all got to get back to the stuff. Listen, tomorrow, Tuesday, you're even closer to the weekend, even more to look forward. Listen, I hope you're all having a great day. And if not, there is still some time left. Why not see what you can do to turn it into one anyway? I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye.
How did you get beyond the gates? Be gone.
Tell absolutely no one that I'm the one that let you in behind the gates. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.